Okay, so in this film, Paddington wants to get a present for his Aunt Lucy because he misses his Aunt Lucy's back in Peru, and it's her 100th birthday. So he sets his heart on this pop-up book of London because Aunt Lucy never got to go to London. He sets his heart on it, tries to earn the money, but little does he know that somebody else has his eye on the pop-up book. Our villain, a vain actor called Phoenix Buchanan, and he wants the book for more nefarious purposes. Therein lies the sort of the central conflict of the film, and really we wanted to again, look at Paddington's values and what he was taught by his Aunt Lucy, which was to look for the good in people. And if you look for the good in people, you find it, and not to judge books by covers. We meet a celebrity and we meet a criminal, but when you scratch the surface, they're very different underneath, and I think that's the sort of central message of the film, yeah.
And when you were casting a vain, nefarious, washed-up actor, why did you go for National Treasure Hugh Grant?
Well, Hugh Grant, he was. We actually called the character Hugh Grant. In the first draft, he was Hugh Grant, and we had to change it actually because we had Hugh Bonneville. People kept getting confused on who we were talking about. So, well, we didn't think that. We just thought that Hugh Grant would be really funny playing that sort of character. And I think actors actually do quite like playing actors because they do quite like to send themselves up because it's quite a ridiculous profession in many ways. Thankfully, he embraced it and wasn't too offended, and I think he had a whale of a time.
And obviously the film's packed with action and adventure as always. Is there a particular sequence that you enjoy the most and you think audiences are going to have the most delight at this time? There is a lot of action and adventure, but the scene that always makes me laugh most is a visiting room scene with when the Browns meet the prisoners, and it's actually quite a still sort of scene. But that's one to look out for. It really makes me laugh because it sets Mr. Brown up, who's this very middle-class, very sort of guarded man, up against Brendan Gleeson, who's a career criminal, and it's quite a funny juxtaposition, I think. I think it's up to people what they take for it. We just feel that Paddington is the philosophy of that Paddington imbues. We love being kind and polite, and that's a great thing in the world, and don't judge people by their appearances, and we just think those values are really universal, and hope that people can see the good in them and embrace them, yeah. Final question. Obviously, Paddington is a character that's lived on our pages and screen for a long time. Do we think this is the last time we're going to see him on the big screen, or are we hopefully going to get many more adventures? Oh,
I think there's plenty of potential stories in the book, so I would have thought there would be another one if the public demand it. Yeah, why not?